Furious Conte subs Sessegnon after 28 minutes of nightmare start versus Wolves. Ryan Sessegnon was withdrawn from the action after just 28 minutes during Tottenham Hotspur's Sunday afternoon home clash with Wolves. Some questionable goalkeeping from Spurs shot stopper Hugo Lloris played a huge part in the visitors' opening goal after the Frenchman parried the ball into the path of striker Raul Jimenez, who made no mistake. The Mexico international controlled the ball with his knee before lashing home a fierce volley beyond the despairing dive of Lloris. Things got worse less than 15 minutes later when a feeble pass from Lloris forced Ben Davies wider than he would have liked, eventually handing over possession in a move that finished with Leander Dendoncker prodding home from close range. Have your say. Was Conte right to substitute Sessegnon so early on? Comment below. Spurs boss Antonio Conte had clearly seen enough and knew something had to change quickly if his side were to stand any chance of getting themselves back in the tie. January signing Dejan Kulusevski was sent out to warm up along the sidelines after about 25 minutes, and the Sweden international was introduced just a few minutes later. Sessegnon was the Tottenham player to make way and was forced to make the long, humiliating walk around the pitch in front of the home faithful before making his way back to the bench. At first it looked as if Sessegnon would take his place back in the home dugout without detection from his manager, but Conte eventually made his way towards the 21-year-old to give him some reassurance. Wolves boss Bruno Lage has shown he is more than capable of mixing it with the Premier League's Big Six and forced Conte into an entire formation change. The hosts had started the game set up in the Italians' trademark 3-4-3, but quickly switched to a 4-2-3-1 to try and gain more dominance in midfield. Spurs' poor start sparked tension from the crowd throughout the first half, and Lloris was even ironically cheered for simply catching the ball after his early punch. There was a certain amount of focus on the Spurs crowd going into the game after the club's recent request for fans to stop using the Y word. Spurs' original statement read, "We recognize how these members of our fanbase feel, and we also believe it is time to move on from associating this term with our club." It was a request that was duly ignored by some sections, who chanted it during the opening exchanges of the game. Spurs fans have traditionally used the word, which is